Hi there, everybody. Here we are at lesson 6.8. So go ahead and make the heading there for this screencast 6.8 properties of triangles. And then again, anything I write up there, you make sure you're getting a good job of getting down in your notes. So hope you've been having a good day today. This lesson is all about properties of triangles. I think you're going to like it. It's quite easy. A couple of tricky things, but really there's just one big thing. So we know triangles got three sides, got three angles in them, and so there's really just one important point, and then I'm going to show you like three examples, and that's going to be it to this lesson. So here's the one important point. You ready for this? Here goes. All the angles in a triangle, of which there are three, all the angles in the triangle add up to 180 degrees. There it is. That's huge, and that's a biggie. You need to remember that one. All the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So the problems you're going to be working on today are going to be about finding missing angles. That's kind of the theme of this chapter, is angles, finding missing angles of a triangle. So I'm going to show you three examples, starting with an easy one, and then they get a little bit more challenging. So example number one, make a right triangle, meaning marked with a 90-degree angle. Make that a 50-degree angle, and up there we're trying to find that guy. So just said all the angles add up to 180 degrees. Don't forget that that's a 90. They're not going to put the 90 down there for you. So that's a 90. So if you just, and I'm going to show my work off here. Right now I got 90 and 50. That's 140 degrees. We know they've all got 180. What's left over? Well, 40 degrees. Therefore this angle is 40 degrees. And you can always double check. Is 90 plus 40 plus 50 180 degrees? And it is. So that's one right triangle. And obviously if this was given, as a 110-degree angle, you just kind of do the math and make sure all three of those add up to 180 degrees. That's all I'm going to show you on that first one. Second example, make an isosceles triangle. Remember back to 6th grade, isosceles means two sides are the same, which means that two angles are the same as well. And the way we show angle congruence is by putting those little arcs down there. And sometimes there'll be a little tick mark in there, sometimes it'll just be a plain old arc. And so I want you to make this top degree up here 80 degrees, and a question mark for that angle, and a question mark for that angle. And so you're looking at that going, wait a second, I only know one angle, and I'm supposed to find the two missing ones. Well, these symbols in here mean that those two angles are the same. So 80 degrees is used up already, which means got 100 more degrees to use between two equal angles. Well, split 100 in half, these are each going to be 50 degrees. Right, so the two are missing are 50 and 50, and you're going to know it, right? You're going to see those little arcs in there because they are congruent angles. So if you're just given one, it's impossible unless the two are going to be equivalent angles in an isosceles triangle. So heads up on those. It's a little more challenging here. Third example. Third example is more involved here. So I want you to make a triangle that's kind of hooked on to this exterior line. Right, and we'll pretend that I drew that line nice and straight here. I'm just going to mark this as a 110-degree angle. And then over here as a 130-degree angle. And we have to find this angle and this angle. And this one's going to take some a little more order and process here. So you may look at this triangle and think, all I know is 110, I've got to find two. These are not two congruent angles. They're not marked with the arcs like the last one. But we do know that this is 130 degrees. Think back to like 3 or 4 lessons ago. This is a straight angle. 130 degrees is already used up. What's left over? Well, the magic number for a straight angle is 180. If we do 180 minus 130 off here, 50 degrees, automatically know this is 50 degrees. You have to do that one first before you even attack this top one, because now we know two of the angles are used up. So far we've got 50 and we've got 110. That's 160 degrees. just learned in this lesson all triangles have 180 degrees. So if you think, all right, 180 degrees, 160 is used up, that's 20 degrees left over. Therefore, this guy right there is 20 degrees. Done. Double check, is 50 plus 110 plus 20 180 degrees when you add it up? It is. All right, and so that's where we're going with this. And those are the examples for your triangles. And this one, a little more involved, just start off with the order. Make sure you get that one first, and then come up there. Okay, pause the video right now, and I want you to have a quick conversation with your partner. What have we learned? What's the big idea? All right, pause it. All right, we're back to wrap up this lesson. I got 2 examples out here. Anywhere there's a yellow highlighting parts a missing angle, your job is to find the missing angle. So copy these 2 down, team up with your table partner, and find all missing angles. Okay, go ahead and pause it and find those missing yellow angles. Okay, let's check in and see how you did. So let's start this isosceles triangle here. We got 2 equal angles that are gone. 40 is used up, so first thing I did was 180 minus 40, meaning there's 140 degrees left to be used equally between 2 angles. So I took 140, split it in 2, got 70 degrees there. And if you double check, 70 plus 40 gives you your total 180. Second one here, all we knew is that this top one's 35 degrees and this exterior part of the triangle gives you a 75-degree angle. So first math I did was 180, took out the 75 degrees to get this obtuse angle in here, which is 105. Then I added 105 to the 35 that was given up there, got 140. No, every triangle's got 180, so I took 180 minus the 140 we've used up, giving you 40 degrees, and that's the last angle that's missing. Okay, you can do a little practice on these, and that's the nuts and bolts of lesson 6-8.